All right, good morning, guys. Today is Thursday, June 12th, and currently waiting for market open in about 2 minutes. Yeah, market open in about 2 minutes. Excuse me. So I was waiting for yesterday's pre-market high to be tested, but we just missed it a little bit right here, but it's still a valid entry up here. But we are pretty much far away from that. So today's pre-market high is going to be established in about 1 minute, but the pre-market high for today is going to be somewhere around here, 42,875, and of course the pre-market low is going to be down here. So looks like the pre-market high for the day will be in a zone in no man's land because it will be somewhere up here. So we don't have an area of supply up there. So I think the only valid pre-market entry would either be the yesterday's pre-market that's all the way pre-market high that's all the way up there, or today's pre-market low. So I think we might come back and touch today's pre-market low because I think today we had the news events for the unemployment. Um, yeah, unemployment claims. So we'll see how that goes. All right, give me one moment. All right, so let's see. We have a weekly SAR buy right here. So if price gets here, let me put a 98. So this would be 808.4. Oh, wait, I didn't look at the EMAs. So we are testing the hourly EMA. We might have an EMA buy here. Uh, give me a minute. That was pretty fast. Yes. If price uh 71, 61. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to take the EMA buy right there on the 10 point. I'm on the 10-point entry for the EMA. I'm waiting for the 5-second entry. We also have a 30-second. So I got stopped out of the 10-point entry, I think, maybe. Yeah, I got stopped out of the 10-point entry. There's a 30-minute entry as well. Give me a moment here. It's gonna happen so fast. Yes, I want to take another entry here. based off of the 30-minute EMA. Still waiting on the 5-second entry. Let's see. Let's see. Might get, okay, waiting for the 5-second entry for the EMA. So the 5-second entry is our official entry. EMA. So if you see the crossover buy, if you see the green X, I'm in that trade. Okay, I got stopped out on the 10-point as well. So those are two back-to-back losses for the 10-point entry. I'm still waiting for the 5-second entry. So I am still waiting. So the 5-second entry is the one that's our official trade. And there's the green X. Okay, I'm in that trade for the 5-second. This keeps getting in the way. Uh, so I'm in this one. So for a 1:1 risk to reward. Okay, so stopped out on that as well, for the 5-second entry. So for the 10-point entry, I have two back-to-back losses. For the 5-second entry, I have one loss. Okay. This one is at 42,637. 42,637. Um, 42,637. So that's where the loss happened. 200, 200. Let's say. All right, so we have an hourly EMA 2 here. Let's see, 10 points from this. So if I lose this on the 10-point account, that will be it for me trading that account because again, 3 back-to-back losses, that's where I cut my risk and I'm done for the day. So I'll take this trade here for the 10-point account. 87.5. Yeah. So 207, 203. Ooh. All right. So the pre-market high and low have been established. So there's also the pre-market low that's here. 51, 41. Three, four. Man. Yeah. Yeah, so US 30 should be bullish. I think it will still run back up. We are pretty much above one, two, three, four, five, six EMAs. So this one right here, mostly I think this one was just getting unfortunate entries that ended up getting stopped out. But for US 30, we are above all these EMAs and we are starting to form a big wick at the bottom that's also rejecting from a 30-minute order block. So we might still come down and test this hourly EMA or the pre-market low. So maybe something like this and then swing back up. So that is probably what may end up happening. Uh, but yeah, for US 30, we're bullish based off of the EMAs, and also we are also in a demand zone, or we are price is coming to around a demand zone here. But we'll just wait and see if we get any other entry. So this. Man, this is annoying. Anyway, so these are the trades I took. This is the 10-point account, two back-to-back losses. The first one was this EMA one trade that's right there. The second trade was hourly EMA one. The second one was this 30-minute EMA one entry. So both of those were two back-to-back losses. And then the other account is the 5-second entry account that I just took the loss. That's this one, the third one right there. So, and even in my journal, for the 5-second entry, I had a 7-day winning streak. The whole of last week was all greens. Monday and Tuesday was all greens, but yesterday I had my first losing day with the 5-second entry account. So hopefully today I can maybe go back to break even or not. But for these strategies, remember, like a 70% win rate. So out of 10 trades, you expect to win about 6 or 7 trades, but inevitably you will have those days where you have two back-to-back losses or three back-to-back losses. So like for that 5-second entry account, like literally 7 days in a row, I ended up the days in green. So maybe this is one of those times when I'm having those three losing trades out of 10. So long as you understand this, the win rate and the statistics of the trade, like you don't really change anything. Like for me here, I don't change anything with my entries. I keep entering the same way I do. And then you just understand that sometimes you will have back-to-back losses. And for example, for the 10-point account, since I'm giving myself a 3% max loss for the day. If I have three back-to-back losses, then I just call it a day for those accounts. And let's see. When when this 30-minute closes in 30 seconds, price will have closed below the EMA. However, this EMA is in a green zone. We don't even have a red zone. Also, we have a bunch of wicks from the bottom for US 30 because it would be an entry for a sell, but it wouldn't be valid because also we are next to a bullish order block, literally at entry. So that wouldn't be a valid 30-minute EMA entry. I don't know if we'll get any other EMA entry. Yeah, so that EMA is in a green zone. So there's no sell entry there. So unless we maybe get an SAR entry or pre-market, I really all EMAs here have been tested. So probably best case scenario is for US 30 maybe to drop back to this hourly EMA 2 or drop back to this pre-market entry that's down there. Um, 798.2. All right. I'm looking to take this SAR rejection scalp here if we do get here. Oh, wait, I forgot to do this. Hmm. All right, so for the month of June, we are back down to about 4.5%. So yeah, last week, every single day of last week, we took wins on the live session. Monday, there was no live session, but I took a trade and it won. Tuesday, we had a win on the live session. Yesterday, the live session wasn't long yesterday. I think it was only 30 minutes. So yesterday, no trades during the live session. I did, however, take a trade or two trades in the afternoon. And then today for the live session, just one minus 0.75. So for this month so far, 2 weeks in, 4.5%. Last month, 6% overall gain. So when we started doing the this rejection scalps, right, the percentages started growing because initially, like, we were just doing the SAR levels rejection, and the return was about 0.75 a month or sometimes minus 0.75. But when I started doing the rejection scalps as official trades, we definitely get more trades during the live session. So like last month, 6%, and this month so far, 4.5%. So anybody who's taking those, the same trades I take, the 5 second entry trades, because that's what I use to fill in the statistics. Anybody who takes them with me during the live session, you would have already passed phase one if you started off in May with me or whatnot. So you'd have already passed phase one because we did 6% in May. And then so far in June, we've done 4.5%. So that's 10% in about a month and a half. So yeah, but I'm looking to take this SAR rejection here, SAR rejection scalp, but we need to. So this is where the rejection scalp is. So this is where the rejection scalp is. I'm sorry, this is where the SAR level is. So the idea is that price will come here first before retracing down. If price instead touches the SAR level and comes down and forms a crossover sell, then I'll just delete that entry. But the idea is that I need price to push past that SAR level first before coming back down. And this is a weekly level. So this is a weekly SAR. So weekly levels rarely come by. And I know we also have a weekly bullish order block here, bullish high. Uh, the it's not, it's not at entry. So if this weekly SAR was literally next to the order block, then I wouldn't be taking that. All right. So it's touched the SAR. So I need for price to get to the 10 point first. So if price comes down anytime now and forms a crossover sell, I am not taking that trade. So I need the, yep. So there it is. Just waiting on the tap, and then I'll enter the 10-point sell. Again, the 5 second is what we are using for. Okay, so I'm still not, I need for price to tap, to give a good tap. Okay, so I'm in the sell, the 10-point sell right there. And now waiting for the 5 second entry to come in. So again, if I lose this, if I lose the 10.1, then I'll have had three back-to-back losses. And then I'll be done for the day for the 10-point account. For the 5 second account, I've only taken one loss. So I have the leeway to take like two more trades for them. So let's see how this one will turn out here. And you can delete this. So I'm waiting for the 5 seconds. So for the crossover buy, if I see, I'm sorry, crossover sell, if I get that red X, I'm entering on the 5 second account. There is the red X. Okay, I'm in the sell on the 5 second. So typically I don't like this, both of the entries having the same price point or the same entry point because we talked about that being sort of a red flag. Because normally you want the 5 second entry to be at like at a 1:1 of the other 1:2 account of the 10 point entry. But anyway, both trades are valid. So we'll see how they go from here. So if I do win the 1:2 risk to reward, I'll be back to break even for the day. If I do lose it, if the trade does hit stop loss, then this will be three back-to-back losses for the day, and I'll be done with the 10 point account. And then if I do lose the 5 second entry account, those will be two back-to-back losses. So I only have one trade left for the day for the 5 second account if this does hit stop loss. But hopefully they end up winning. If not, then that's fine. It's just part of the game. Yeah, I'm not sure if this one will survive. Let's see. We need a big push down for this to come back in profit. If not, we are starting to form higher lows and higher highs, so this might also get tapped out as well. So hopefully not, but yeah, it's not looking too good for the sell. We need big candles to the downside. Come on, come on. Okay, I got tapped out of both entries. So for the 10 point account, three back-to-back losses for the day. For the 5 second entry account, two back-to-back losses for the day. So given that, and given that even for the 5 second entry, I recommend like 0.75% for the day. So this comes to minus 1.5% loss for the day. So given that even for as much as for me now, I have only one more trade that I can take for the day on the 5 second account. I really wouldn't even want to take a third trade for the official trade. So given that today was just one of those days where those back-to-back losses happened. So I'm out for the day on the 10-point account. And for the 5 second account, I can take one more trade. But at this point, I don't even see any need of continuing. Give me a second. Of continuing with the live session because I really wouldn't want people to risk or to have more than like a 1.5% loss for the day. That's interesting. All right. Yeah. So that will be it for today's live session. And unfortunately, we had uh, two official back-to-back losses. For the 10-point entry, it had three back-to-back losses. But other than that, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow there's better entries. And if not, we'll just have to start off again next week. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye.